Sorry.
Oh, I guess we want to be sideways.
Whatever's comfortable for you. All right, we'll just start sitting for a second. Bring your arms out. We're going to take a couple breaths, just big breath all the way in. Touch your fingertips at the top and lightly bring them down to the midline, down to the heart. Just come down easy. Good, and we'll go the opposite. Go up and open the arms, let them float down by the sides. Good, so inhale, reach the arms up, fingertips touch, exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, press the fingertips up to the ceiling. Exhale, big arm circle back down by the side. One more time. Inhale, circle it up nice and easy and light. Exhale, draw the hands down to the heart, fingertips touch. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, float the arms down by your side. Good. Take a couple shoulder shrugs, shoulder rolls. Go the opposite direction, big circles. Good. And then take the arms out wide again. And this time you'll wrap the right arm under the left and hold the shoulders. So just reach back. And then just a little slouch, chin to chest and a slouch, move gently side to side, stretching into the upper back. And then sit up nice and tall. You can keep the elbows where they are, lifting them, or you can come into eagle arms if you want. Don't quite feel ready, that's okay. It's easy here, lifting the chest. Good, and then just gently unwind the arms, take them out again, and then switch sides. So left arm goes under, hug first, reach for the shoulders first, and then slouch down. Chin down, maybe move a little side to side. Then sit up tall, lift the elbows, lift the forearms, eagle arms, lift the elbows up, squeeze in at the center, but be light and easy about it. And gently release the arms. Good, and then take a couple little shoulder shrugs again, wiggle side to side. And we're going to take a twist to the left. So you'll turn the body to the left. Good. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as you gently twist and revolve. Keeping the jawbone back slightly and the bottom ribs tucked in. Stay for one more breath. Good, and then slowly unwind. You're going to take your right arm out to the right and the left arm up to the sky. Gentle side bend into that left side. Good, Peggy.
Oh, I love
Going into the ribs. Good. And then we're going to change it up a little bit. So from here, you're going to rotate down a little bit. So you get more into the back of the body. And then cactus the arm and rotate up. So pull the shoulder back and turn the chest open. And then do that a couple times. So rotate down, folding down a little bit, and then rotate open, cactus the arm, and spin open across the chest. One more time. Rotate it down, stretch through the arm, rotate it open, bend the elbow, cactus, open the chest. Stay there and extend the arm overhead, maybe leaning in a little deeper. Awesome. And then come all the way up and just notice the difference. Sides of the body.
Love that.
All right, let's switch the cross of the legs. Take a little, change it up. And then we'll twist to the right, turning the body to the right. Inhale, lift into the crown. Exhale, pull the front ribs in, back and down as you revolve, jawbone back, head nice and lifted. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Stay for one more breath. Slowly unwind. And you'll take your left hand to the left and the right arm up and over for that side stretch. Good. Feeling into the ribs and sideways. And then rotate down. So pinky finger down, rotate the outer edge of the armpit and rib cage down. And then open up, bend the elbow like a cactus and pull that shoulder back, open the chest up. Yes, and then rotate down again, pinky finger wraps in, and really stretch into that back. And then cactus the arm and open the chest, shoulders back gently. One more time, rotate it down, pinky finger down, looking down. Cactus the arm and open up to the chest. Stay there, extend the arm overhead, getting into the side of the body from the outer edge of the armpit to the waist, and then rise all the way up. Good. Just notice how you feel.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I got to put you in my watch. So I'm doing yoga this morning. Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't count, right?
No.
Okay, let's come on to hands and knees. And we'll move through a few rounds of cow and cat. Just getting into the spine. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tail, and exhale, go the opposite direction. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Moving your own pace, your own way, your own breath. Nice, Peggy. And then come to neutral, a nice flat back. And you're going to keep the right knee bent as it is, but send it back behind you. So it's like a 90-degree angle, foot to the ceiling. And then pull the pit of the belly in slightly. And then from there, we're going to do some hip circles. So turn the knee out to the right, pull it forward towards the right shoulder, and back down and around again. So foot to the sky, that leg extension, circle it out, around and down, and trying not to arch the back. Keep the belly firm as you're really lifting from hip extension. Good. Now go the opposite direction. Knee comes in first, and then around and back up, foot to ceiling. And then knee in, around, and foot to ceiling. One more time. Knee in and around, foot to ceiling. And then take the leg out to the right and set the foot down out to the right. Yep. And you can tuck the left toes under and rock back and forth a couple times. Just rocking. Yeah. Into the inner thigh. Bringing it forward, bring your left hand behind the head. Left hand behind the head, and turn the left elbow towards the ceiling like you're revolving through the rib cage towards the sky. Just take a breath or two. Good, and then return the left hand to the mat. Bring that right knee in next to the left. And we'll sit back in child's pose. Big toes touch, knees apart, hips to heels. Walk the arms forward, relax down, just pause there. Notice the difference between the sides of the body. Come back forward to tabletop. And cow and cat, drop the belly, lift the chest. So 3 rounds, tuck the tailbone, arch the spine. Drop the belly, lift the chest. Tuck the tail, arch the spine. One more time. Drop the belly, lift the chest. And cat pose, big stretch to the back. Come back to neutral and then just take the left leg back. So keeping the belly firm, not arching the back, using hip extension and glute strength. And then pull the knee out to the left towards the left shoulder and around. So big circle, big circle. Yep, just circling that leg. Nice job, Peggy. 3 in one direction. And then go 3 slow circles in the other direction. Taking your time, feeling into the range of motion you have in that hip. Good, and next time you take it out and straighten the leg, set the foot down. Tuck the right toes under, rock gently back and forth a couple times. Is that okay on your knee?
Yeah.
Okay, if you can't go back too far, it's okay.
Oh, I love that inner thigh stretch.
Yeah, it's great. Me too. Especially after driving.
Yeah.
Wood.
Yeah. You know, I was at Verizon getting a new phone thing, and this kid he's a veteran. And he does yoga, and he said, I feel like it's just meditative. He
It's
said,
amazing. Okay, come back, stop right there. I love that their veterans are doing yoga. You bring your right hand. You can keep talking, but let's go to the other hand.
right hand.
Yeah, right hand. And twist to the right. Good. Where does he do yoga?
I want to say where that, I'm not really sure. I think he does it in the park that's on 4th Street,
Oh, good.
the cancer.
Uh-huh. That's amazing. Okay, bring your right hand down, bring your left knee in, and then we'll tuck the toes under, walk your hands to your knees. So walk back for a moment and then press up to your feet. So you're in a forward fold at the back of your mat or near the back of the mat. Relax there for a few breaths. Be in ragdoll if you want. Release the hands softly to the mat, start to walk forward into a high plank position, top of a push-up. Strong through the front of the body. Good, Peggy. And then lower all the way down onto the belly. And bring the hands out wide and fingertips to the floor, and those 3 cobras rising up and slowly lowering down. So 3 times, nice and slow, really feeling that spinal extension, the back strength, lower down. Good, one more time, committing to it, press the feet down, lift up and lower slowly, slide the hands in, tuck the toes under, press up and back to downward facing dog. Stretch your right leg to the sky, right leg up. You can bend the knee and open the hip if it feels good. Good, Peggy. And then we're going to bring the right shin to the ground for a modified side plank. Spin the left foot flat, open up to the left. Good. And then right here, you're going to pivot the right shin behind you. Yep, let the left arm pull you up, bend the left knee, and left forearm to thigh, right arm overhead. And then we're going to do that again. So yeah, right hand to the ground, straighten that left leg and open up to modified side plank. And then let the left arm pull you up, turn the toes out, bend the knee, and lean into it, opening. It's a kneeling side plank. Is that okay on your knees?
Yeah.
Okay. Come back up, right hand down, left foot flat, and that side plank. You can even reach overhead. Come back up, turn the left toes left, and open up into that right side. And then bring it all the way back up, both hands to the mat, and step back, high plank. Lower down onto the belly. 3 cobras again, point the toes, fingertips to the floor. Inhale and exhale, just moving with your breath, pressing the shoulders back, really finding back strength, spinal length, chest and belly opening. Good job. One more time. Come on up wherever you can. Lower it down, slide the hands in under the shoulders, press yourself up and back to downward facing dog. And then stretch your left leg to the sky, bend the left knee, open the hip, let it feel good. Good, bring the knee and fin to the earth, right foot spins flat, open to that modified side plank. Yeah, really good. And then let that right arm pull you up. Turn your right toes to a diagonal, bend the knee, lean into kneeling side angle. That lunge, good. Bring it back up, left hand down, open to side plank. Right foot flat, nice job. Bring it up, turn the right toes out, bend the knee, and lean in, gently nudging the right knee right. One more time, rise up, left hand down, really using the side bodies, the strength through the core, amazing, Peggy. And then come up, turn those right toes right, kneeling, side angle, bring it up, bring both hands back down to the mat, and step it back, high plank, lower slowly. Last round of 3, fingertips to the floor, inhale up. If you like, you can drop one shoulder to center and look like drop the left shoulder to center as you lower. Come on up, drop the right shoulder, other shoulder. Come on up, and then straight down the middle. Slide the hands in, tuck the toes under, press back to downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out a little bit. On your inhale, stretch the right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then this time we'll step it all the way forward. Right foot forward. Keep the left toes lifted.
Left.
And in this lunge, you're gonna rock front to back on the toes, just in a nice long runner's lunge. Just rock front to back. Set the left knee down, point the toes, and come up to like a 90-90 through the legs. Good. And then take your left arm up and your right hand reaches down and give a little side stretch. So just move straight to that right side, opening the left. Good. Now listen carefully. You're going to come up, set the left hand down to the left side of the mat, and take the right leg out and right arm up. Good. And then bring it back down, right foot back in front, that kneeling side bend. So right foot goes back, yep, and then lean to the right, opening the left side, and then left hand comes down and shoot that right leg out to the right, right arm up.
Almost like a kneeling.
It's a kneeling half moon.
Yeah.
Good. And then bring that right foot back down in front, nice and controlled. Left arm up and over, opening the left side. And then set the left hand down. Last one of these, open it up, kneeling half moon. Nice and strong through the core, strong through the upper leg. Good, and then bring that right leg back down in front. And you're gonna walk it around to the right foot. Tuck the left toes under, high plank. And then you can choose chaturanga or to the belly, cobra or upward facing dog, and back to downward facing dog. Good, Peggy, left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip, big step forward. Set the, oh no, stay here on your fingertips in your lunge and see if you can rock front to back, being propelled by that back foot and calf. Rocking forward and back, or even little small circles through the hips.
Oh, that hip flexor,
The
Feels
front, that
good.
left hip flexor or the right?
the right one.
Yeah, the driving one.
Yeah.
All right, set the back knee down, point the toes, come on up to that 90-90. So you can bring that left foot back a little bit if you like. Perfect. Finding stability and then right arm up, left fingers reach down towards the floor as you lean slightly left, just slight. So really opening that right side. Tuck the tailbone a tiny bit. Good, and then come up for that kneeling half moon. Set the right hand down to the right side of the mat, and then kick the left leg out, reach the left arm up. Good, and then bring it back around, bend the knee, set the foot down, come up, lean to the left, that kneeling side bend. Great for the hip flexors, tailbone tucked slightly. Bring it up, set the right hand down, and shoot the left leg out, left arm up. One more time, set the left leg down, take it up and over, opening into that right side. And then bring the right hand down, press the left leg out, left arm up, hold it. Left leg straight, straight, straight. Good, and then bring that foot back around to the front, walk it around, frame the foot with your hands. High plank, good job, step back, high plank, low plank, or chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Pedal the legs, take a couple breaths here. Tiptoe the feet forward on your mat, ragdoll forward fold. Just to a flat back. And then right there, you're gonna bend the left knee and rest your left forearm on the left thigh. So right leg straight, and then twist open to the right.
Oh, I see.
Good. And then we'll switch that, bend the right knee, right forearm to right thigh, straighten the left leg and revolve to the left. Good, a couple more times. Bend the left knee, straighten the right, twist open to the right. And then bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, twist open to the left. Bring it back to center, bend both knees, and then stand up. Good. And you'll just take your arms, stretch them up to the ceiling. Cut my own head off, so I had to fix it. And then bring your hands to your heart. Good, and then arms by your side for some balance, a little bit of balance work. So right here, bring your hands to your hip bones. How are you feeling?
Good, I'm just drippy.
Good,
Yeah, you got me sweating.
good. A little different focus today.
It's good though, it's good. Makes you feel alive that you got all those muscles, right?
I agree. I love it. Okay, so your hands are going to be on your hip bones because I want them to be pressing forward. So the tailbone stays long, hip bones press forward. You're going to shift your weight to your left foot as the right leg comes up. And then it's going to go back to tap as far back as it can from the glute, not the low back. Yeah, and then knee comes up, back, tap. So everything stays nice and centered and stable. We'll just do that a few times. or a few more. This is really working the hip flexor strength, glute strength. Okay, there's 10 more.
Okay.
If you need to hold on to something, you can hold on.
Just got a different position here. So I'm here.
And back tap. Hip bones press forward, up, back tap. Perfect. Up, back tap. Last 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. Maybe speed it up a little. 4, 3, 2. On the last one, keep the leg back behind you and set the foot down. So you're standing on both legs. And then cactus your arms. I know it's balance.
Yeah.
Squeeze your glutes. Cactus your arms, puff up your chest, and then twist to the left. So keep the hips forward, belly button forward, revolving from the rib cage. Hug muscle to bone in the leg, so strong. For 5, hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, step back into mountain pose. Take a couple shoulder shrugs, wiggle it out, relax your legs. Good job. Okay, other side. So right foot's the base, hands to hips, especially those frontal hip bones, so they don't dip back. So when they go back, that means they're using your back, and you want to keep. Yeah, so we want hip extension, which is hip flexor opening, glute engagement, and then hip flexion. That's all we're really working. So hip bones forward, right foot is the base. Lift the left knee when you're ready. Left leg, other leg, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, good. And then tap it back behind you, not stepping, just tap, lift it up, reach back, tap. Lift it up, reach back, tap. Just moving, hips stay nice and square, body stays stable. So you're using deep core muscles, stabilizers. Last 10, 9, see if you can pick it up. 8, pick up the pace, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, step it back. So press and step down. So your feet are almost on a tightrope. It's so, you have to hug in, and then cactus arms, puff up the chest. Yeah, press the feet down, squeeze your glutes. So squeeze your butt cheeks, there. And then twist to the right, revolve to the right. Legs active from the feet. Press down, pull in, revolve, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center and step forward into mountain pose. Relax. Roll the shoulders.
That was challenging.
That was challenging. You did a great job.
Balance is so important.
Balance is so important. I mean, just even like putting clothes on, or in the shower and walking.
My neighbor said, I said I train 3 days a week, and she goes, well, what are you training for? Life.
Yeah, functionality.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you don't lose it. You use it or lose it, right?
That's right.
Okay, so this next one will be another little bit of a challenge. I'm going to show you it first so you can visualize it. So do you remember when we were on the ground and we went into that kneeling half moon?
Yes.
Let's do something kind of similar. So we'll be coming forward like we were doing just now. Hands still stay at the heart, and then you're going to press it back and up into a kneeling or a standing half moon, and then bring it back and forward. So now we have to rotate the hip open. And we're just gonna, it's just a little one. We'll try for 3. Okay.
Okay.
So left foot is your base, hands to heart, stand tall, root through the left foot, pick up the right. engage the core, hug in around the rib cage, and then start to slowly take it back and open it out. Yeah. And then bend the knee, pull it back in. So don't look at me, look down at the floor, find a spot, take the knee out and back, opening up through the hips and pelvis, turning to the right. You got it. It's okay. Bring it back one more time, same leg. Right leg up. If you prefer hands at the hips, that's fine, or arms extended for balance, that's fine. Good, Peggy. And then bring it back to stand. Shake it out, wiggle it around. We're gonna try the other leg. You did great. Standing nice and tall, rooting through the right, either hands to heart or hands at the hips. You choose. Maybe cactus, you decide, right? So left leg comes up and then it slowly comes around and back. And you're holding it at the waist, bringing it back slowly around and knee up. Take it around and back into that balancing half moon. Bringing it around, back to the front. This is hip strength and resilience.
Oh, yeah.
One more time. Taking it back and out. Got it. Yes, leaning forward, leaning to the side. All right, come on back up. Shake it out. Take a little twist. Nice deep breaths. Good, and then coming back to the front of the mat, mountain pose. We're gonna flow again, so get oriented where you can flow on your mat.
Okay.
Good job. Inhale, circle the arms up. Lightly touch the fingers. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step it back, high plank to low plank, or your variation can be knees to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep your right leg up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. Big step forward, right foot to right hand. We'll come up to warrior two. Spin the left foot flat, open into warrior two. Warrior two, you're gonna reverse the warrior. Turn the right palm up and take it back to that side. And then bring it forward into side angle. Forearm to thigh, left arm over. And we'll do that a couple times. Reverse warrior. And then forward into side angle. Two more. Reverse. And side angle. One more time. Take it up and back. Come into side angle and stay here. And just really rotate. And then we're gonna do what we did in that beginning sequence when we did the rotation down. So turn the pinky down, rotate the chest down towards the floor, and then cactus the arm and turn the heart up towards the ceiling. Again, straighten the arm, rotate down towards the floor into that outer edge of the armpit, and then bend the elbow and open up into the front of the chest. One more time, rotate down. And then bend and cactus the arm and rotate open. And then look down, bring the left hand to the mat, lift the left heel, and now twist open to the right. Take the right arm up, straighten, then lengthen that back leg and back inner thigh, and bring your hand down to the mat and high plank, low plank, or your variation, upward facing, downward facing, left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. Take a big step forward, warrior two. Take your time, finding your feet. And then flip the left palm up, reverse your warrior, leaning to the right, and then bring it forward, side angle, left forearm to thigh, good. And do that 4 times. So reverse warrior, inhale.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot.
we'll do, I know you're ready for that next one. Side angle. How about one more? reverse, take it up and back. And then side angle.
There we go.
Now you get to rotate down, like rolling the armpit towards the ground, and then cactus the arm and pull the shoulder back, open the chest to the ceiling. And again, rotate down that right side of the ribs towards the floor. Cactus the arm, rotate open through the heart space. One more time, rotate down, extend the arm, reach, 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 and then bend the elbow and open the chest, open the heart. Look down, plant the right hand, lift the right heel, and then twist to the left. Left arm opens to the sky. Then set your hands down, step back, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out, move the hips side to side. One more round of standing pose. Let's take your right leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip. Big step forward, warrior two. And then straighten the right leg. Turn the feet to parallel, hands on the hips, lift, and fold forward. And then this one can be skater, where you bend the knees side to side.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can just hold at the center if you prefer.
Yeah, it's interesting. My right is tighter than my left.
Very interesting. That makes sense to me. Come back to center, pause in the middle. Your head just dangle. Lift to a flat back. Bring your hands up to your hips and rise to stand. Turn the right toes forward for triangle. So open the arms and then hinge in. Let the right hand land, left arm lift.
Is the goal to kind of be in one plane here?
Sort of. Yeah, that's typically the goal, but sometimes it feels good to press the hips back. But yeah, eventually maybe one plane, you're using a lot of waist, a lot of those cinching in around the waist. Trying to lengthen both sides evenly. Good, Peggy. Now bend the right knee here, bring the right hand down. So your hands will frame the right foot. And then step, or not, that's not step the left, keep the left foot where it is. Just start to straighten the right leg. And folding over the right leg. And if you need to change your position, you can. If you want to turn the left toes in a little bit or change it up, you can. Good, good job. Stay for another breath. Holding just a little deeper over the right leg. And then bend the knee, plant the palms. Vinyasa your way. High plank, low plank, cobra or upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. Left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. Big step forward. Warrior two. To side facing, wide leg forward fold. So straighten the left leg, feet to parallel. You're welcome to interlace the hands at the back or hands on the hips, and then bow forward. If you prefer skater, again, that movement side to side, you can do that even with the arms interlaced. Or you can just find a still place to hang out. Good job. Release the hands to the ground if they're interlaced. The head relax or move gently side to side. Lift to a flat back. Bring your hands to your hips. Rise up for triangle. Turn the left toes to the left. Arms out wide. And then hinge your way into Trikonasana or triangle pose. If you want to stay a little higher and really work some deep core strength and stability, you can try. That looks like a beautiful pose. Nice, Peggy. For one more breath. And then we'll just fold into pyramid. So bend the left knee, bring your hands to the floor to frame the left foot. Try to pull the left hip back as you square your body over that left leg and breathe. If you need to adjust the right foot, you can. Good, looks great. I'm gonna fold like you're laying your spine on top of your left thigh. Bend the left knee, plant the palms, last vinyasa here. High plank, low plank or to the belly, cobra or upward facing dog, downward facing dog, press back. Take a couple breaths here to pedal the legs out, move the hips, root down through the hands, root down through the feet. And then go ahead and walk your feet forward as far as they'll go. Sit down on your mat, lay all the way down onto your back. Bringing the feet flat to the floor and hip width distance apart. And then just let the knees windshield wipe right to left. Bring it back to center, hug the knees up into the chest. And do you have a block nearby?
Yeah.
So grab your block and bring it between your knees.
Okay.
Right between the knees. I'm gonna get a block. So you're gonna squeeze the block between the knees
Yeah.
as you try to pull the shins and feet apart as far as they'll go. So it's internal rotation. So lift the feet to off the floor, bring the shins to 90 degrees, squeeze the block, and then
Yeah.
try to take the feet away from each other. So knees go in, feet go out as far as you can. And then bring it back to center and do that again. Press the block with the knees and press the heels and feet away from each other. And then bring it back to center. Squeeze the block and again. So rotate the shins out as the knees press in. And bring it back to center. Two more. Rotate shins out as knees press in. Good job, back to center. Last one. Rotate out, knees press in. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate it in. Set the feet down, remove the block. Okay, how'd that feel?
Woo!
Interesting, I know.
No, it's a new move on me.
It's interesting, that internal rotation. Okay, so now we're gonna keep the feet flat on the floor and you're gonna, we're gonna be taking the right leg into pigeon and then set it back to the floor. So you're not helping it with your hands. You're picking the foot up, rotating the knee out, ankle in, trying to tap the left thigh with the right heel and then set it back down. So do that. So it's just like you're trying to rotate, tap, and set it back down.
Okay.
As much as you can, trying to get into that external rotation without moving any other part of the body. Keep everything stable and still, just rotating from that right hip. Let's do 3 more. 3, as much as you can, try to rotate thigh bone out, heel tap, rotate it back down 2. Last one, rotate thigh bone out, heel tap, and set it down. Relax there for a moment. And then we'll do the other side, and then we'll take our hip stretch. Okay, so other side, left leg comes up, rotate knee out, and then try to tap the ankle on the right thigh and rotate it back down. So the rotation is from deep in the hip, not from the knee, not from the waist. Nice, Peggy. We have about 8 of them. Rotate knee out, try to tap, and bring it back. 5 more. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
It's interesting, right? It's a lot of
Yeah.
work. 4. Rotate that knee out as far as it'll go. 3. 2. Last one, tap and set it down. Just relax or rock a little side to side.
Those joints are getting lubed up.
Yes, exactly. Okay, now draw the right knee into the chest. Give it a gentle squeeze. Bring your hands behind the thigh and straighten the leg towards the ceiling. So if you like, and if you can, you'll slide the hands up to the calf, keeping that left foot flat, pelvis heavy. So try to press the back of the right hip down as the right heel extends up. If you want to rotate the right ankle in a few circles, you can do that. And then bend the knee, cross the ankle on top of the left thigh, reclined pigeon. You can stay there or pick that left leg up.
Okay.
Some nice slow deep breaths right here. Set it down, release the cross. Pause for a moment, let the pelvis just relax and all the little attachments relax. Good work. And then bend the left knee, interlace your hands behind the hamstring, straighten the left leg. Keep the back of the left hip down, maybe slide the hands up to the calf or the foot. Lengthen and elongate the back of the leg. Bend the knee, cross the ankle over the top of the right thigh. Kick the right leg up, reclined pigeon. That nice, easy hip stretch.
Oh, man.
Setting both feet down to the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart, reclined butterfly. And then you can either end in happy baby or hips on a block or shoulder stand. whatever posture that is calling you. If you don't have a block, you can rest your forearms under your hips. Good. Look at that beautiful shoulder stand. Nice job.
You're so kind.
That looks like it feels so good.
Yes. It does.
If there's any finishing postures that your body wants, maybe a simple supine twist, but just easy movement. Go ahead and find that as you start to make your way towards Shavasana. Is the light too bright?
Yeah.
It's a great solution. Letting your body relax here in this Shavasana, this resting posture. The poem by Kahlil Gibran.
Uh-huh.
And just listen to the words. It's about joy and sorrow. Your joy is your sorrow unmasked, and the self-same well from which your laughter rises was oftentimes filled with your tears. And how else can it be? The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. It's not the cup that holds your wine, the very cup that was burned in the potter's oven, and is not the lute that soothes your spirit, the very wood that was hollowed with knives. When you are joyous, look deep into your heart, and you shall find it is only that which has given you sorrow that is giving you joy. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. Some of you say, joy is greater than sorrow, and others say, nay, sorrow is greater. But I say unto you, they are inseparable. Together they come, and when one sits alone with you at your board, remember that the other is asleep upon your bed. Verily, you are suspended like scales between your sorrow and your joy. Only when you are empty are you at standstill and balanced. When the treasure keeper lifts you to weigh his gold and his silver, needs must your joy or your sorrow rise or fall. yourself to relax just a little further, another layer in this last few moments. Bring your awareness to your breath as your little sweet doggy runs by. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Take your time coming up to seated. Touch the palms of your hands together at your heart. Lift your thumbs to your forehead center. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Lisa. That was an interesting take on joy and sorrow.
Have you read Kahlil Gibran's book called The Prophet?
I must have read it long time ago.
A bunch of poems, and he has different takes on, love and life, and this one was on joy and sorrow.
Yeah, it's an interesting way, a juxtaposition. I hadn't exactly looked at it that way,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like you can't get the rainbow without the rain type thing, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Often we want one experience in life, but we can't have it without having all of the colors, all the experiences.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hard.
that was good. Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate you showing up just for a little old me.
Oh, you're amazing, Peggy. I hope it contributes to your life, and that's
It does. It does. It keeps me healthy and upright. So
Yeah. Good. Well, you're doing amazing. You seem so strong, and you've been through a lot. And
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I never thought of myself as a fighter because, but when faced with certain things, my strength surprises me, so I'm grateful for that.
well, strong looks good on you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, darling. Thanks a lot. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
I'll see you Thursday, eh?
Good. All right. I'll be here. Bye.
Bye-bye.